Hello, Professor and class. This is Giovanni. Now, in my crisis scenario, a biological weapon was detonated at the 7th Street Metro Center station early in the morning during rush hour. Now, within the first 3 seconds of the attack, certain leaders will step up to meet the challenge, such as police officers already at or near the station. Those officers will likely demonstrate the actions described in trait theory, such as initiative, persistence, self-confidence, alertness, adaptability, and verbal ability. As first responders, police officers are trained to remain calm and immediately direct civilians away from danger. This also aligns with directive leadership style, in which leaders give instructions, coordinate work, and focus on structure and control. During a crisis, strong coordination is needed. At the 3-minute marker, two additional leadership theories emerge: situational leadership and path goal theory. During an emergency, first responder must be able to direct, coach, support, and delegate tasks, all tenets of situational leadership. This theory argues that leadership effectiveness depends on followers' ability and motivation. Now, as far as ability, the public can follow instructions if the orders are clear and direct. Regarding motivation, PAVCO theory comes into play. If followers believe a task will help them achieve a goal, in this case, safety and survival, they are more likely to follow instructions. First responders can and have the ability to provide that path. Now, as the day progresses, we reach the third hour. It is during this time that different EMS agencies begin interacting with one another. Leadership now shifts from a lone leader approach to a more collaborative one, and we begin to see a leader-member exchange take hold. Law enforcement will still take the lead, however, they will now require the assistance of firefighter, paramedics, and hazmat teams. As such, trust, mutual support, shared influence, and flexible coordination becomes essential. Strong working relationships improve communication and coordination during a crisis. Now, at this stage, a leader must also become more task-oriented as outlined in Blake and Moten's grid theory. Leaders must balance concern for people with concern for results while determining which tasks take priority. Now, 3 days have passed and the initial shock has begun to fade. The public now demands more from its leader, and in this context, charismatic and transformational leaders emerge. Police and fire chief will have to hold press conferences to reassure the public and demonstrate qualities of charismatic leadership, such as strong communication, a clear vision, and the ability to inspire confidence during a crisis, or in this case, post-crisis. At the same time, transformational leadership must take place within law enforcement. Leaders must develop a vision for the future after such an event, communicate that vision, and motivate others to adapt and improve. This includes rebuilding public trust, improving emergency preparedness, and creating long-term policy changes. Overall, this crisis demonstrates that effective leadership requires adaptability, coordination, communication, and one's ability to guide both emergency responders and the public through the stages of a disaster, or in this case, an attack. This concludes my presentation. I want to thank you all for your time. God bless, and I'm looking forward to your presentations as well. Goodbye.